Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Ziya Zahra Rainamira, but you can call me Ziya. I'm from class XI-M4-2. What am I going to do today? Oh, I forgot. Oh, perhaps I could check my agenda book first. Let's see. Oh, right! I'm going to tell you a story about Princess Aurora. Well, the story begins with... In a faraway kingdom, there was an empire led by a king and a queen. The king led his region with a very wise and prudent. Despite being a king, their life was less happy because the king and the queen did not have a child. It made the king and queen really sad. Then one day, the queen gave a birth to a little daughter named Princess Aurora. The birth of the little princess made the king and the entire kingdom so happy. The king was making a big celebration to welcome his daughter. He invited all the people in the kingdom, including all the fairies in the kingdom. The king invited them to ask for their blessings, but the king forgot to invite all the fairies. The fact that there were 13 fairies, but the king only invited 12 of them. When the celebration party was running on, all of the fairies invited by the king surrounded the little princess to give a blessing. One by one fairy was uttered a blessing. One fairy gave a blessing of goodness. Another fairy gave a blessing of health, and the next fairy gave a blessing of beautiful voice. When the 12th fairy was about to give her blessing, the 13th fairy, who was not invited by the king, appeared. She was very angry and could not accept this humiliation. The 13th fairy was not giving a blessing to the little princess. She even cursed her. The 13th fairy said, "When the baby is 16 years old, she will be pricked by a needle and fall asleep for a really long time." After saying that curse, the 13th fairy left the palace using her broomstick. Everyone in the palace was shocked and saddened, as well as the king and the queen. The queen begged to the fairies, "Please withdraw this curse. What has been spoken, irrevocable, my queen," said the fairy. The other fairy tried to calm down the king and the queen. "Do not worry, the princess will not die. She will just fall asleep for a long time. And this curse will last if there's a prince who awakened her," another fairy added. Hearing the explanation, the king and the queen were relieved. However, they were still afraid of the incident occurred. The king ordered to get rid of all of the needles in the kingdom. Days passed. Princess Aurora grew into a really beautiful princess. She was very good and had a very beautiful voice. Everyone in the palace loved her. At the age of 16, the princess entered a small room in her palace. She saw a woman who was sewing. The princess was surprised and asked, "What are you doing?" "I'm sewing. Come here, I will teach you how to sew," the woman replied. Princess Aurora did not know that the old woman was evil fairy in disguise. She took the needle in the hands of the woman. Then, suddenly, she was pricked and fell asleep. When Princess Aurora fell asleep, all of the people in the kingdom fell asleep too. Then the fairies put her on a mattress. Years passed. Princess Aurora had been asleep for hundreds of years until the day came. A prince from a distant land approached the kingdom. He saw a beautiful princess asleep there. Then the prince kissed Princess Aurora. The curse was destroyed. The princess woke up from her sleep, as well as those who exist in the palace. Eventually, they became lovers and lived happily ever after. Well, I guess that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the story. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.